Hallo zusammen. So today I'd really like to know, do you like butter? And can you imagine wrapping things in butter just to do it for reasons, I guess? For instance, your freshly baked cake, very delicious, very precious as well. You hold it very dearly in your heart and you wrap the whole cake in butter. Anyway, today we're gonna talk about a famous German saying that has to do with butter and the question if everything's in Butter. The meaning. The actual saying I'm talking about today can be a question. Alles in Butter? All in butter? And of course there are multiple ways to respond to this question. If you will, this is a slight German equivalent to the beloved English small talk, which is something Germans don't really do usually. I mean, if you ask a German how they are doing, they might very well tell you a longer story that doesn't stop after the words fine or okay. So alles in Butter can be a form of asking, how are you doing? I hope everything's fine. It's important to mention though that alles in Butter kind of implies that you either hope or are pretty certain to receive a positive answer, a positive reply. In other words, there's a slight difference between asking, how are you doing, which sounds more neutral in comparison, and something like, are you doing fine? Or hope you're doing fine, which implies a hopefully or seemingly certain positive reaction. In German it's die Butter, and there is no plural form, the butter. Similar and maybe even more common German phrases include Wie geht's? How is it going? Alles klar? Is everything alright? Or Alles gut? Is everything good or fine? Next to using this saying as a question, you could also use it as a reply to such a question. So it's pretty much a bilateral expression. This might also lead to a linguistic ping-pong situation, like this. Alles in Butter? Alles in Butter. The origin. As this video has shown and taught us, Butter can be a metaphor for and also be considered something positive. So the saying alles in Butter indeed refers to something that is fried or roasted in precious butter as opposed to cheap fat or oil. Butter is considered of a higher quality than comparable things. And even though this upcoming second explanation sounds pretty interesting, it's not 100% bulletproof according to my research. So back in the day, stores in Venice, Italy used to wrap or box precious glasses and the like in fluid, hot butter, which would then cool down, get stiff and preserve them for safe transport. I mean, I could imagine that to be true, but the butter would melt inside the package though, like there would be a new problem. So I don't know. I wonder what you make of this, and I'd also like to know if there's a similar expression, a similar saying in your country, in your culture that is. If so, tell me in the comments, I'd really like to know because I'm curious. And of course I hope that everything's in Butter for you, where you are and whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching, I'm your Vlog Dave, tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal.